Hey everybody, it's Boardman21, and today's build is going to be the updated Beastmaster using companions to deliver as much poison as possible, and boy, do they deliver it. They will kill everything. They're going through ants, they're going through golems, they're taking it all out in seconds. In fact, their single target damage is just crazy. However, they are a little bit slower in the higher waves when it comes to having some mob density, but with the Wolf's Ice Bite, it tends to kind of counteract that a little bit. So the most important things on this build is going to be minion dodge and some minion damage over time with the minion poison chance, which we're basically getting from roots. The build play, all you're going to do is basically kite. You're just going to run around and try and keep entangling roots in around you and around your pets without actually being in the fight. If you do see a safe zone where it's not like a fire golem or it's something you can actually go in and hit, go in, give it a whack with swipe, and that way you'll get aspect of the serpent or viper so that you'll get some more poison damage. And with that, let's just go ahead and get into the details. For skills, we're going to be running Swipe, Summon Wolf, Summon Scorpion, Entangling Roots, and Summon Raptor. The Raptor did change a little bit, so stay tuned for that. For Swipe, we're basically only caring about Swipe for the fact that you can go in and hit something and proc aspect of the Viper so that you get more poison damage for your minions. So you can set this up any way that you want. The way we have it set is not for damage. We did it for kill threshold and for leech and for attack speed, so we could get in and get out, get some life out of it in case we get hit, and then move on to the next thing. So with that, we have 4 points in Battle Howl, 1 point in Aspect of the Panther, 2 points in Frenzy, 7 points in Way of the Hunt, 4 points in Wagarian Reach for that maximum area so you can stay away as far as possible, and 2 points in Culling so that if they happen to have less than 14% life, it'll be an insta-kill. For Summon Wolf, we're using this for the maximum amount of wolves that you can get. We want a little bit of Ice Bite, we want maximum damage over time, and we want them to have a chance to proc their Howl so that they have increased attack speed and damage. So with that, we have 1 point in Canine Agility, 3 points in Serrated Claws, 4 points in Patient Hunters, 1 point in Crippling Wounds, 1 point in Safety in Numbers. Now we need Safety in Numbers because we are not going to be wearing the Claw or the Fang in the Amulet spot because we need the 4-piece set bonus for set dodge and set elemental protection for ourselves. We have 2 points in Savage Hunters, 1 point in Victory Howl so that on kill each wolf has a 10% chance to howl. They usually have a pretty good, especially with mob density, chance of constantly having Howl up. However, you're not super mana intense on this build, and you can also Howl occasionally whenever you want to speed up the process of killing, especially on single target. We also have 3 points on Tundra Stalkers, 2 points on Frozen Fangs, 1 point in Winterborn, and 1 point in Pack Hunters for that maximum companion and wolf. Then for Summon Scorpion, same thing that we're doing with this thing. Maximum damage over time, a little bit of survivability, and the biggest size that you can get so that it takes the threat, hopefully so that mobs will focus on it more than they will focus on you. With that, we have 3 points in Noxious Carapace, 5 points in Steel Carapace, 4 points in Concoction, 5 points in Blood Poisoning, 3 points in Pinches and Pokes, and Entangling Roots. Entangling Roots is going to be set up to be as cheap as possible. Only 1 patch. It's going to heal, and it's going to proc poison, chance, and attack speed for your companions. So we have 4 points in Nourish for that healing per second, 1 point in Bountiful Harvest, 1 point in Mana Bloom, and 3 points in Fleeting Grove for that mana efficiency, so it'll be cheap. We also have 2 points in Groove Master for increased area, 2 points in Imbued Sap for increased ally damage, which is all of your companions. This will also work on yourself. And we have 4 points in Venomous Pack for that 120% increased poison chance for your Scorpion and your Wolves. The Raptor will not get that. 2 points in Frenzy Roots for the attack speed and move speed for all of your companions except the Raptor, and 1 point in Memories of Spring so that if they leave your Entangling Roots they'll still get those buffs for 3 seconds. And then we have the Raptor. This tree did change a little bit, so we don't have it set up quite the same as last patch, and mostly it's this bottom knot, the infected wounds. It's now a slow chance multiplied by the number of bleed stacks. It's not going to apply a number of poison stacks based on how many bleed stacks there were, which is a huge damage loss. But it meant that we could go into some defense and some armor shred instead. So we have 5 points in Tear Flesh for that 200% melee bleed chance, 5 points in Sharp Claws, 1 point in Dripping Blood, 4 points in Vicious Rampage, 3 points in Iridescent Plumage, 1 point in Screech, and 1 point in Deep War for that Screech effectiveness. For passives, we have 22 points in the Primalist base class, 8 points in Primal Strength, 6 points in Survival of the Pack, 6 points in Primal Medicine, and 2 points in Ancient Call. We have no points in the Shaman, 5 points in the Druid just so that we can get Entangling Roots. We happen to put those 5 in Barkskin, and then the 87 points in Beastmaster. We have 8 points in Urusine Strength, 8 points in Feline Bond, 1 point in Savagery, 6 points in Lamprey Teeth, 1 point in Ambush, 1 point in Boar Heart, 1 point in Rending Maw, 6 points in the Chase, 5 points in Primal Strength, 5 points in Any Venom, 10 points in Hawk Wings, 10 points in Avian Shelter, 10 points in Viper Fangs, 1 point in Force of Nature for that final maximum companion to get number 6, and the final 10 points in Rattlesnake for that increased aspect of the Viper duration and the increased poison effect. For items, the idols we're using are the 2x2s, and we're using minion increased healing effectiveness so that Entangling Roots, especially since we're only doing one patch, will heal them pretty effectively. And for the minion melee attack speed, you will notice if you can get a few of these bad boys that they can attack very, very fast. And that's better than the poison chance because that, let's say you have these max and you get the 96% melee attack speed increase, that applies all of their poison stacks already twice as fast. That's more than you're going to get if you were to happen to stack up 100% poison chance for them. So I would go with these instead of poison chance on hit. However, if you only have those ones, they won't hurt, they will help. Put them on. For items, we are wearing 2 uniques. We have Archer's Legacy, and we are going to be running Edira's Path. So we will not have 100% Glancing Blow. If you do want 100% Glancing Blow, I would switch out the boots and put Set Glancing Blow on it. Don't get rid of the helm, you need that for the maximum companion. With that on our weapon, we have the minion damage over time, and then we have protections. The chest piece, we went with the oak armor, which had poison protection. We actually got a really low rule on that. I think that you could have up to 300 on it. And then for the rings, the amulet, and the relic, we went with set dodge and set elemental protection. They also have dodge. This one has necrotic. This one has poison and elemental. This one has necrotic, and the one up here has minion damage with dodge. The shield has glancing blow. You want a lot of minion dodge rating, so put it on the shield. We put it on the chest. We put it on the gloves. And overall with the passives, they ended up getting a massive amount of minion dodge. We got 1701, which means they rarely get hit. I think they're capped down at the 80%. We do have 98% glancing blow because you get some off the passive tree. So if you manage to say get one of these to 7, you can get your 100% glancing blow. Or the shield, if we would have got a T5 or even a T4 on that one, we would have managed to get 100%. So really close. We just didn't want to spend the rest of the day finishing it up. And then we have 70% dodge, which is a huge amount of dodge and helps with the survivability. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and give you some gameplay.